bad news. Bad news is our act this evening, Zora de Rossi, still isn't ready. But the good news is I've had lots of coffee. I don't know if tonight is going to be my cup of l'absence sous champ. But there's an old saying in the theatre, no refunds. Over half those in the United Kingdom don't believe in just the two genders. Gender is fluid. Which is not what I thought gender fluid was when I first heard it. Keep reading. Very good. Very good. Well, most theatres are haunted. And you've heard of the tradition here, have you? No? No. Well, if you leave the light on the stage, an amateur dramatic performer of yesteryear, Audrey, will come and entertain you. She watches every performance from the back. So I hope no one is of nervous disposition. Boo! No, quite right, absolutely. I've always loved the theatre. I remember my very first production, Oscar Wilde, The Importance of Being Earnest. It was physical theatre. No costume, no props, no set. The young Russell Crowe was the handbag. Marvellous to see him open up. God is a woman. Well, we covered that last time, didn't we? And don't feed it after midnight. Well, that's self-explanatory.
This is a story about an epic journey. An epic, often impossible, often traumatic journey of 5 metres. From backstage to microphone. From reality to story world. Go out telling a story that needs to be told, Alfie. We're all stories in our minds. Stories in each other's minds. Stories in the universe's mind. Oh, he's batted that one deep. If only we were brave enough to take off the mask and be human. But we ain't. We go to the theatre to see ourselves, escape ourselves, hide behind that mask. And we actors will live for you, to switch us on. Drama or comedy, my king. Two sides of the same dog, innit? Go on, dip a paw in, it's only life. It will most certainly bite. But the game is ours to play. It's time. Some of us are born vanilla. Some of us achieve vanilla. And some of us have vanilla smothered all over us with crunchy toppings and plenty of sauce. Right, who's still with me? You're hired. It's going to be Zora de Rossi. Let's hope she's not shit.
Yeah, it might be so long. I've never been so wrong. Yeah, it might.
They left the lights on. Oh, how do you do? Oh, splendid. Oh, I made it. Well, there's no time for costume. It's the debutante's ball. The room is full of pretty girls in white. Some pretty, and some look like horses. Audrey Sellis in the language of the handkerchief, featuring fan. I holiday in Bournemouth. You do have ponies. Gemini. Ooh. I love fisting. I love fishing. I'm wearing your knickers. I shall need my mittens. That's the left hand.
You are the new dawn, darling. Of course, there'll be plenty of other dawns if you don't get your act together and get on that stage. I have a new job for you. It's a print campaign for Arriva buses. Your photograph will be on the back of the bus, but it wouldn't be known as the back end of a... It's a very successful travel company. Your problem is that you want to be an artiste. Well, as Grace says, art does not fill the fridge. Poor Grace. Totally in love with Alfie. One wonders about the accident. She found herself in a three-way relationship with only two bodies. It was very difficult to market. And I blame Barbie. I do. A good example of female independence, tick. Sold 1 billion of herself, tick. But based on a comic strip of a German prostitute. This was the door we bought our children. Role model equals power. The casting couch made Marilyn Monroe. You earned careers, she said. But what she did was a better agent. Anna Clammer, taking nobodies to somebody's for as long as they earn their keep. And you once told me all women were bored. For their breeding, dowries, livening up a party with accomplishments on a pianoforte. You did. I think that's why I married you. I felt like a prize. 4. Tony, I loved you all. Briefly. You were not heard. Your ego is bruised. Men don't have hearts. They have desire, ambition. They see women as art, sport, functional, occasionally offset against tax. I apologise. Thank you. You might need to put the ticket down. There you go, down. Get into it. Call it method acting. It's good practice for you. I apologise. Good. On behalf of my client, Zora de Rossi. Mental health issues, and we support that. We've lost so many iconic artists recently. Prince, David Bowie, George Michael, Aretha Franklin, Grace. This is a good bit. Why do they all have to go together? Must have been a hell of a gig in heaven. Ends. Very good, darling, thank you so much. That's what my niece said. I said, Ginny, once you die, you rot. Look at Uncle Tony. It's a very tender age, 7. I remember my aunt saying to me, Andrea, she can never remember my name, life is all about power. But I tend to be a deeply spiritual person. I can tell you the spirit animal of most people in this room. Would you like to hear? Dog, cat, dog, cat, dog, cat, dog, cat, you're blocking me, gazelle. You've got to sick pair of the things you can control, like how many Jaeger bombs you do before agreeing to direct a Fringe show. Brian, darling, cue music. I'm thinking performance art, huh? Make it weird. Weird as fucking shit.
Sometimes you've just got to look behind you and say, everybody wants to run, but I can't stop running just because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing the dreams of your life just because someone in your life won't chase them with you. You can't stop believing in yourself just because someone in your life won't believe in you. And you know what else you're going to do by yourself? Die. Because that's show business. I learnt that at drama school, what do you think?
Sometimes I hear myself talk and I'm like, oh, I recognise that voice. It's my mother. And then I realise I'm not alone, I'm in the car and it is actually my mother. Fuck, she's been talking for the last half hour. Fuck, medication's really strong. Next time I'll take 2 and you've got to fuck her out. You've got to stop believing those stories that keep you stuck. It's like the Disney complexes. Got Snow White, roofied by an old woman. Wakes up with some guy's tongue down her throat, doesn't think date rape, thinks great. Must have been all that time she spent with 7 strange men saying hi-ho. You've got American Barbie, very successful. British Cindy, not so much. Why? They tried to make Cindy like Barbie. They tried to make her something she wasn't. Well, of course that's not going to work, you know. Also, Barbie's, she doesn't bend at the knees or elbow. So how's she going to get to the oven? To put her head in.
Surprise! Oh yeah, we're all still here, darling. Watching something. Well, that's quite the face. How much do you charge for haunting houses? So sorry, you're right in... It's your comeback, your come out tour. I'm so pleased I didn't miss it. And the back of a pub, Alfie. Yes. It's where real art belongs, isn't it, darling? No gloss to distract you from your pain. How am I? Do you know I'm doing really well, thank you, darling. I mean, bit of a shock. 1 minute I was zoom zoom round Paris. Next minute, oh, I'm at the pearly gates. And no automatic turning left there. When you arrive here, they usher you into a theatre. Oh, how lovely, darling, thank you. Home. The curtain goes up and you watch your life. Turns out, I did love you. What a twist. You once asked me if it was real, now I ask you the same question. How do you ever trust an actor? This could be their best performance. In the film version, of course, it goes really well and there's rapturous applause and music and everything goes well. But in reality, you just stand there looking like an absolute tit. We can give you a window into another world. Look at us being all postmodern and playing with gender. An octopus leaves London at 8:30 a.m. and arrives at Edinburgh at 5:30 p.m. What temperature does he become a big fish? Red is 1, octopus is blue. I realise that's how some of you feel about the gender discussion, but it is a discussion we must have. I mansplain. Come down and join the circus. It's easy to do. You could marry the strong man, but I think the night crow has got his eye on you. Your father will weep. Your mother will cry. Because to join the circus, you have to die. We once did a preview here, and it went a little something like this. I'd go, Grace would go, and Cheryl would go. Excuse me. The line is no fucking line. It's not fucking first rodeo. So I'll go. Come down and join the circus. And she'd go the end of the world. And Cheryl would